This is Angela Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and I help car dealerships streamline their finances, grow their businesses, and increase their profits. So today I want to cover a topic about things that's going on currently. I want to talk to you about protecting your dealership from the effects of tariff uncertainty. The fact that the car dealership industry is already volatile, I'm pretty sure that you probably have a lot of things already in place that will help you safely get through this. But I just want to share some things with you and see if I can offer some advice on how you can be ready for this period of time. So today we're going to cover a brief overview of Trump's trade policies and tariff impositions. We're going to explain why the auto industry is heavily affected and the importance of adapting quickly to tariff changes. So here's a quick overview. The key tariff actions is Canada and Mexico. They're going to be imposing a 25% tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico. And this is effective March 4th, and that's going to address the national security concerns related to drug trafficking. For China, they're implementing a 10% tariff on China imports. That's also effective March 4th, and they're targeting trade imbalances and intellectual property issues. And then they're going to be enforcing a 25% tariff on all steel and aluminum imports, aiming to bolster United States production and address national security concerns. And then they're going to be introducing tariffs matching those imposed by other countries on U.S. goods, aiming to encourage fair trade practices. And the implication is going to be that there's a potential for increased consumer prices, supply chain disruptions, and a heightened risk of global economic shutdown. So the auto industry will be affected because they're going to have increased cost of imported vehicles, potential price hikes for consumers, disruption in the supply chain, and an impact on vehicle availability and varieties. So China, Canada, and Mexico are pretty heavily involved with our automotive industry. So I want to share some things that they contribute to America so that you can have an idea of where you might see some issues. So in China, we get a lot of our vehicle parts and technology from them, and that's crucial for the modern vehicles. And tariffs on the auto parts, so if you're needing repairs and stuff, it's going to definitely cost you more for that. And then U.S. automakers face trade barriers when they try to sell to China, and China is one of the largest automotive markets, so be mindful of that. In Canada, we have an integrated supply chain. So Canada is a key supplier of auto parts, and so that can cause delays and increases. And they have cross-border manufacturing. So many vehicles are assembled in Canada and sold in the United States, and that will impact the cost effectiveness of this process. And I know that with that cross-border manufacturing, products will, a car might go back and forth to US and Canada several times. So each time that they go across, there's going to be a tariff added. So just be mindful of that as well. So Canada is also a significant market for US vehicles. So tariff might reduce the sales, making it more expensive for the Canadian buyers. Now, Mexico, they play a vital role in automotive manufacturing, with many U.S. car companies operating plants there. And so the tariffs could raise the production cost. And then we have trade agreement changes to the USMCA, which is formerly NAFTA, affect the trade of vehicles between the United States, Mexico, and Canada, which will potentially lead to increased costs for auto manufacturers. And vehicle exports, Mexico is a key exporter of vehicles to the United States. So tariffs could reduce the volume of the cars coming into the United States, which could affect dealership inventory and pricing. So you're definitely going to see an impact on that. So here's the short-term effects. You get slower inventory turnover due to the higher prices. You're going to have decreased customer demand for expensive models, potential profit margin erosion, and increased cost of parts and repair services. And your long-term effects is going to be a shift in customer preferences. They're going to want more domestic vehicles versus foreign vehicles. And then you have potential changes in trade agreements, effect on dealership relationships with manufacturers, and possible adjustments to pricing strategies. So for the long term, you may have to work on some new things. So here's some strategies for protecting your dealership. You want to diversify vehicle offerings and focus on models with local manufacturing and lower tariff impact. Currently, I think it's only those 3 countries that we are, going back and forth with the tariffs and the trade issues. So maybe look into the countries that don't have those issues and see if you could possibly start importing from there or just focus on domestic. Adjusting inventory planning, you want to focus on high demand, lower cost models or introduce new pricing strategies, and explore alternative supply chains. So look for new suppliers that may be less affected by tariffs. And of course, you can adapt your business model. So if you don't use a lot of digital and technology online, you can invest in that and start seeing how that could be beneficial to your dealership. And you want to enhance the customer experience to increase loyalty. You can research things that your customers will like. You could even send out a survey to all of your current and past customers to find out how they feel about the service that they received, and also ask them for feedback on what they feel like you could do better as a dealership and take it into account when you're making your adjustments. You could also offer financing deals to offset your price increases. So if you are not currently offering buy here, pay here, this may be an option to have some income coming in every month for you. You can still use your third-party lenders, but it might be beneficial to offer some buy here, pay here every now and then. Then you want to leverage trade-in programs for value retention as well. Then you want to build resilience. So you want to build a financial reserve so that you can prepare for the volatile price changes. I suggest you to try to get a line of credit and possibly a floor plan if you feel like you are able to be responsible with that. And then you want to stay informed. You want to make sure you understand what's happening with the changes with the tariffs and with the trade and everything like that. Sometimes people like to put their head in the ground and avoid all the political stuff that's going on, but this is a time that you really want to pay attention because it could affect your business. Then we're going to collaborate with industry groups, join associations to stay connected with industry-wide insights and supports. Like in Texas, they have the Texas Association, Dealers Association, something like that. And so you can find one for your state, and then you can find out if there is one for the country as well, so that you can stay on top of everything. And then if you're on social media, I suggest you join some Facebook groups that have other car dealership owners so that you can have that type of community and see what other people are doing to minimize the impact of everything that's going on. You also want to communicate with your customers. I get emails currently now from different dealerships that I have visited in the past, and they are keeping me updated on what's going on and how the tariffs can impact things and what I need to do as a customer when trying to buy cars. So that could be an outreach program for you to do with your customers as well. And then that's going to build an extra level of trust with them and possibly bring them back to purchase again or to refer people to you. So keep in communication with your customers. So that is all that I have for you all today. I really would love to sit down with you and offer you a free profit and cash flow analysis, and I can help you get your dealership ready for this volatile climate that's coming up, and also get you ready for long-term success. So let's partner up, schedule your appointment at angelaJowens.com/calendar, and you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday.